Is it better late than never to supersize your business? Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, and our idiom, our expression today is a better late than never. Now, as a person that was often late in my 20s and 30s and 40s, not so much in my 50s, but in my younger years when I was raising my kids, I was late for everything except work-related things. I always was on time for those. But when it came to family holidays and get-togethers and dinners and casual things, I was always late. I figured that every child you had, you just added an hour onto the amount of time it took you to get ready to go anywhere or do anything. So it took me an hour for me, one for my son, and one for my daughter. So whenever we were going to go anywhere for a family thing, I would start 3 hours early and we would still be late. And so for a long time, and I haven't been late for over a decade, but my family still holds it against me a little bit. They'll tell me to come a half hour before they really want to start the party or the holiday so that they make sure that we're on time. And then I'm there half an hour early and I get to pitch in and help, which is fun as well. So better late than never. How has this played out for you growing and building and supersizing your business? It shows up in projects. It shows up in customers, wooing customers, finding vendors. It shows up in competition. Competition comes and goes. It shows up at every growth stage of our business because each growth stage requires us to be slightly different. This is one of those idioms and expressions that's been around since like the 1300s. Geoffrey Chaucer in the Canterbury Tales, the Yeoman's Tale, spoke of it and referred to it. And it just means something arrives later than expected, or something happens or took longer than we expected it to. And it's better that it actually happened than that it didn't happen. Unless, of course, we totally miss out on the opportunity, but then that opportunity probably wasn't for us anyway. If we miss an opportunity, there's all this talk about missed opportunity, but if we don't miss the opportunities that we're ready to take advantage of, we grab a hold of them and we ride those waves. But the ones that we're not ready for, they just keep going by. And guess what? There's always more waves of opportunity. Our planet, our world, and our lives are filled with infinite possibilities and infinite opportunities. There's always more opportunities out there. So how has this played out in your life and in your business and in your world before? Because it's played out in a lot of different ways in my world. As far as being late for family holidays, did that really cause permanent damage to my relationships with my family? No, it just gave them something to tease me about, right? And as far as missed opportunities, sure, I can look back on my life and I can say, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that. But if I'm really honest with myself, when I said no to or I let the thing pass me by, it was because I knew that I wasn't ready or prepared, or it wasn't the right time for me to pursue that business, pursue that job, pursue that customer, pursue that opportunity. And that's just part of our learning curve each and every one of us has to go through in order to determine and decide what it is that we want to create in the world and how we want to show up. So I would love to know your experience with this particular idiom or expression. Better late than never. Do you think it's overused? Do you think it's true? Do you think it's false? I personally believe that with respect to growing and building your business, everything is better late than never. It's better to do it. It's better to grow your business. I think everybody should have their own business on the side and something to fall back on, whether you choose to be an employee of someone else or not. I think we all should have, not just that everybody says their own personal brand now, but it's more than your personal brand. Your other streams of income, your other ways of sustaining yourself and your life and the things that you want, besides being dependent on any one entity. I think a lot of people got a taste of this the other day when Facebook went down for over 6 hours. If you are solely dependent, especially on someone else's platform for your business and your communication, that is a huge problem that needs to be addressed. Same with COVID-19. Most of us were woefully unprepared for all of the ramifications and all the stuff that's been coming down the pipe with respect to COVID-19. So things were put on hold, but it's better late than never. It's better to do the job, do the task, learn the skill, get the education, apply the wisdom, than to never do it and let your dreams and your creations just kind of wither and die and fade away as you leave the planet. So, better late than never. Love this. I actually love this idiom. I love this expression. Maybe it's because I spent so much time being late in my lifetime that I cut myself and other people slack. But it also doesn't mean that we get to give ourselves excuses for not putting in the effort that's required to create what we want, right? We can't use it, and some people try to use it as an excuse. Well, it's better late than never. At least I got it done. Well, no, if you commit to a timeline and you say you're going to get something done when you are going to have it done by a certain deadline, make sure that you meet your commitments, because that's all about personal integrity. All right, that's enough. Have a great day, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow with another interesting time-related idiom for the month of October. Have an amazing day.